The Polar Bear Jig is a great Manitoba tune, which is where I'm from. It was written by Reg Bouvette, and I remember vividly sitting at his kitchen table, and he had just got back from a road trip up in Yellowknife, and he said, Patti, I wrote this tune, and I saw some polar bears when I was up there, and this kind of reminds me of a polar bear lumbering over the snow, so it's called the Polar Bear Jig. And it does remind me of that too. I'm sure it will to you as well. And it's in two keys. It's in the key of G and the key of D. So what happens when we play in two keys is we usually try to resolve back to the A part again. And it just seems like it's a question that goes unanswered if you don't do that, and if you end in the B part. So we would play it A, B, A. And then there's a tag ending as well that he wrote for it. So let's start by doing the basic melody of the A part. We start with the pickup note on an open D on an up bow. And we're going to kind of do a climb. So it's going to sound like this. So within that, we had a C sharp, which is an accidental in the key of G. We usually have C natural, the low twos, but this was a high two. And I'll play that again. It's open D, and then we go 3, 2, 3 on the D. Then it's 1 on A, 3 on D, 1 on A. And then 3, 2, high 2, 3 on the A string. And ending on a low 2 on the E. So basically you're just playing around that G arpeggio. That's what the sound you want to listen for, is that arpeggio sound. Now we're gonna start a little descent. We're gonna go. So what I'm doing there is we ended on an up bow on that G, and then we're gonna go up again on the B, the first on the A. Here's the advanced tutorial for the Polar Bear Jig, written by Reg Bouvette. This is a great little tune, and it's when you get it going faster, it just sounds like a little polar bear, like maybe not a full-grown polar bear, but just a baby polar bear, kind of lumbering over the tundra. I love it. So we can add some little drones in there, those 4 on A open E things maybe. Maybe some triplet notes too. So let's start from the beginning. Sometimes I just let those two notes blend. The 3 on the A and the 2 on the E low. And then an up bow. And you can play that 2 on A going into the 4 on A and letting the open E drone, but just for those two notes. You can actually start it with the 2. And I slide into that E note. And then you can do a triplet leading into those arpeggio notes. So it's just 1, 2, 1 open on a down bow. And then playing your open A with your first on the E. And I do a little triplet at the end. And then just take that third finger and slide it a little bit up.